Welcome to Papa Bear and Baby Bear Show.
What's up, everyone? We just filmed one. And then we noticed that the camera wasn't on. So we just did a live, or did one of these, and it was not on. Today's a very special one for us. We're going to start it off, Nolan. I know he knows, but who gave you this card?
Miss Jackie.
Miss Jackie. So Miss Jackie, Mrs. Dust, Mr. O. The reason I'm bringing this up is we're very, and I do love the fact that we respect our first responders, firemen, policemen, any kind of military. I am all about it, and I back it up 1,000%. I know we have like a teacher week or a teacher day, but in reality, teachers have had an impact in my life, and I know they're having an impact in Nolan's life. Sports card ripping teacher. I know you spoke about your dad. Don't think I don't pay attention. It shows that you have infinite love for him from what I've picked up on. I love what you do. I love that you do it here on YouTube. Tripolic X, this is for you. You kind of gave me the idea for this, and I'll always give you credit for that. With that said, is a lot of you that watch, maybe your mom, your dad, or someone in your family was a teacher, or were somehow impacted by a teacher to make better judgment calls in life, or I'm just going off what happened to me. I love the teachers that I came up with. I wouldn't change a thing. I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you for what you do. I know you don't do it for the money, because as far as I know, the money isn't the best there. You do it because it's a passion, and I think you do it because it's what your love is. And this is coming from the heart. I don't write anything down. It's just what it is. This is the second video that we're doing, but just want to give you teachers thank you. And like I said, Miss Jackie, Mrs. Dust, Mr. O, you guys rock. And with Nolan, thank you. Having said that, all right, we're going to get into a couple of things. Again, these cards aren't worth much. I got it authenticated. I got them graded. The reason I did it was because, well, I want to. And if somebody watches and says, oh, you shouldn't waste money on that, well, I'm going to turn down the TV a little bit. It don't matter. I mean, at the end, all this is going to Nolan, and I think it's pretty cool. I already know. You want to help me? Very first one. What's up, buddy?
Make sure you guys like and subscribe this video.
They do. We're good, buddy. Dude, we almost got two. Yeah, I think we're on the way to 200. Yeah, we're at fist pump. We're at 196, so no, we're good.
Hit the notification bell when you want to know when a new video is coming out.
Did not know that. Respect. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, bud. Love you. Here we have Alexander the Great. So if I get any of my facts wrong, I do apologize. I don't do it on purpose. But Alexander the Great, phenomenal Greek, probably the best leader, one of the best leaders. I think he went down to Macedonia. I think that's how far he brought the Greeks over. I could be wrong, but this is authenticated via SGC, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to get into a little bit of everybody. Next one, Achilles. Just another phenomenal leader. As you can tell, I'm huge on that. I'm trying to pass that down to Nolan. Just a phenomenal leader. And I mean, you can put him up against Alexander the Great, I guess, to a certain extent, but no, not really. He was always on the front line with his men that I love. And to this day, a lot of leaders still follow exactly what Achilles did. And we have an Achilles tendon was named after him. So that goes to show that. We'll show that one next. We'll show that one after. No. Hopefully I say this right. Sun Tzu. I'm sure I'm saying the name wrong. Here you go. There we go. Wrote The Art of War, which is still to this day spoken about. He has I'm going to butcher it, but it's something about treat your men how you treat your children, and they will go to the end of the world for you, which I think is phenomenal words to live by. And I might have butchered that, but it's something like that. Just treat your men and women the way you would treat your own children, and in respect, they're going to treat you the same way, which is huge, just in life, but military or anything else. With that said, and even teachers. I mean, if you treat that student well, that student's always going to come to you. So to me, it's an everyday life teaching. Pancho Villa. See, this thing's not. Sorry, I don't know if it's me. There it is. General, Mexican general. I think Allen and Ginter just knocked these cards out, the Goodwill champions. I mean, These are just awesome, awesome cards. All right, what do we got left here? No. Another phenomenal leader, Geronimo.
Geronimo!
Which is a famous, it is a famous saying. Was another leader, stuck up for his reservation. And like I said, hopefully none of these cards offend anyone. This is just history, and I love to learn about it. And I don't think why it should, but if it does, we apologize. But it really shouldn't.
The name of the one of the good guys.
That's all right. All right, we're going to get into some Cowboys. Before we do, I could not say this. Lady in Red, if anyone knows this. And, of course, I'm drawing a brain fart. It's not the music box, but God bless you. God bless you. We actually pass her all the time. John Dillinger. I think that's such an awesome card. A Chicago is like Chicago, Indiana, but obviously everybody knows this famous gangster. Who was, to this day, still carries the name. And there's a little alley up on Fullerton, and I can't think of the cross street. I want to say Lincoln. But that's where he met his demise with the Chicago police. And I want to say there was a lady who kind of set him up, who was a lady in red. And that's how they knew who John Dillinger was. Don't quote me on any of this, guys. It's not like I read it. It's just stuff that I remember from the past. But what an awesome card. All right, here we go. Jesse James. Part of the Jesse James gang. I think it was called the James Gang, maybe. They would rob trains. Not that that was cool or anything, but I think he met this, I always say it, his demise with, I think, Bob Ford. I think that was the gentleman's name, Ford. But it's an awesome movie. And I want to say it's called maybe the end of, like, the life of Jesse James. Brad Pitt plays in it, man. Really good movie. I want to say Affleck's little brother's in that too. I can't think of his name right offhand. But yeah, just to think these guys were alive. I mean, we hear about them all the time, but to see an actual photo of them kind of reminds me of Davy Crockett. But Jesse James, awesome. You like that one? Yeah, all right. Wyatt Earp. Wyatt was actually, I think he was, yeah, he was. He 100% was in law enforcement, maybe a sheriff or something. He went out, retired, and just things came back his way where just the poor man couldn't retire. But just to see him, awesome movie named Tombstone. Kurt Russell, I think, plays in it. Fantastic movie. One of the best Westerns ever. Wyatt Earp here. With him comes his best bud, Doc Holliday. Doc was a gambler. He definitely was not law enforcement. I think they made him law enforcement later in life. I think his best friend, Wyatt Earp, made him. But he was known for just, you know how you have that one friend where you're always like, let's keep an eye on him. That was him. But if Doc Holliday wasn't the most loyal man to Wyatt Earp, if you guys never checked out Tombstone, please check it out. What a phenomenal movie. All right, we're going to be ending on these last few. Always loved her store. Amelia Earhart. Like I say, these cards, you can pick them up for $1. The authentication, not very expensive. $15, but I know Perch and DM, we spoke about it before. This is what authentication looks like for SGC.
Let me guess how she died.
This is what it looks like for HGA. So you're better off going HGA the whole way if you're just going to authenticate, if that makes sense. But yeah, she went missing after taking an airplane ride, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, this thing's here we are. But what do I think? I think she flew to Hawaii somewhere, and she's chilling. She was chilling, and nothing happened. I think she had too much of this, and was like, you know what? I've had too much. I'm just Amelia Earhart. That's where she was, and that's where she lived out her life. Now, these last two are pretty cool to me.
You know, people in Hawaii, famous people, get their ashes in the ocean of Hawaii.
I didn't know that. Huh, that's pretty cool.
A famous singer was dumped into the ocean.
Didn't know that. Billy the Kid versus Pat Garrett. Pat Garrett later on in life, and I know this because I watch Young Guns. Don't think I'm like some smart dude. No, I watched Young Guns. He later went on to write a book. It was like The Hunt for Billy the Kid. It never really went anywhere. I actually purchased the book. I never got to read it. I think I read like the first paragraph, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Or maybe like the first. It just something threw me off. I just never could get over that Pat Garrett was best friends with Billy the Kid. They actually were kind of outlaws together. Then the government hired Pat Garrett to hunt him down, and he did. And yeah, I don't know. Just to this day, who would have thought, like, what was that, like 100 years later, a guy like me still is kind of like, I don't think I could ever do that for one of my buddies. But there's Billy the Kid. A lot of pictures they have him as a lefty. He's not a lefty, he's a righty. I think it's a reverse. Just a cool fact for what it's worth. The Wild West. And his very last one, I think we're done. One of the only few pictures, other than the one I think I just showed you, or maybe they just blew it up from there. I think they just made that, but there's only like a few pictures of Billy the Kid, but this is what he looked like.
Oh.
Big mama's boy, true friend to the end, and there's me and my one buddy who we work together, one of my best friends. We always talk about the word pals, and if you guys ever watch Young Guns, you know what I'm talking about. I forgot what he says. Like you have a group of friends, you know, that's a family. That's what you call pals. But Billy the Kid. It's kind of cool when you look back at stuff and say, hey, man, that's actually what they look like. You can actually bring Hollywood to see what they look like. Again, all you teachers out there, if you made it this far, thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Teachers, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for me and Nolan. Anything else you want to say, buddy?
Peace out.
Peace out. We are going to Golden Gloves later. One of the coaches I coach with boxing is Ashley Fine tonight. We're going to root him on. I'm sure we're going to send a video. For Texas Sports Cards. I know he's a big boxing guy. Other than that, I think that's it, right, bud? Mm-hmm. Other than that, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you on the next video. We'll try to promote some more. And sorry we've been gone for a week. Other than that, we are good. Everybody, see you later. Bye.